Hello and welcome back to Rare Intuitive Gems. Before I get started, I'm going to do a really quick prayer. Okay, so I'm having a hard time. One, I didn't know that my video was about to start recording. So there could be a start that you're not expecting or something that you're not expecting. I want to tell you guys thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subscribes. I truly appreciate them all. Okay. So I want to let me do a really quick prayer. God, angels, ancestors, and guides, please guide me to the collective's energy, only helping me guide them for the highest good and the highest good only. Remove me and allow me to be the pure channel for the white light. Archangel Michael, come in and protect me as I channel these messages. Archangel Raphael, protect the hearts of all involved. Archangel Metatron, give me as well as the collective clarity. Ashe. So there is some type of sadness that's going to lead you into a feeling of, or some lonely feeling, some loneliness that's going to lead you into a time that's needed. Time for you to be alone, time for you to do some soul searching. But this time is helping you kind of take some time to rest and reconsider some things dealing with yourself, rebuilding yourself, where you've needed to take a leap of faith, where you've been greedy or you've done something in a excessive manner. There's some choices that you've made. But once this is rebuilt and you have this realization, or I'm hearing aha moment, it's going to open you up to be able to have a pure opportunity. Like, it's a realization, and whatever choices you end up, or whatever choice you ended up making to lead you to a place of needing to be rebuilt, it's going to alter your heart. But what the heart chakra is associated with is social identity. So how you show up in the world. This realization, it's going to happen fast, or it's going to happen very soon. The number 4 is significant. 4 speak about stability. So it's going to bring in some type of stability, which clarifies just this. It's bringing in, or there's going to, whatever has happened to kind of make you do some soul searching, or led you into a place of having to reconsider some things that you've done or said. Whatever this influence is coming in to stabilize your life and allow you to look at your experiences and look at yourself. Like, when was it when you were kind of cold and abrupt? When were you actually kind of being very demanding? Kind of looking at your experiences unbiasedly. It's coming in soon. It's coming in where I'm hearing this influence is making you look at your life in a light of when was it that I was doing things just trying to speed through or trying to get my needs met, and I wasn't considering other people or not considering them in this manner. So for example, you considered other people's feelings, or you put yourself out there, you gave, so for this is how this is coming through, so bear with me. This is someone where you gave all your money to a situation. You were considerate about their physical needs, but their emotional needs, you could give two fucks less. Or even their health, where you were giving them all the money that you had, but when it came down to their health, if you needed something, if you felt like, whoa, I need something, I'm gonna use this example. So for example, if you wanted something to eat, and you know how to eat, you know how to go fix you something to eat, but you'll go in there and wake your mom up and say, Mama, I'm hungry, make me something to eat. That's the child, and I'm getting, I guess, like childish energy, but that's how I'm picking it up. It's like some type of disconnect of, like, you are being cold or being obsessive or being greedy with trying to get your needs met, and you're not real, and you had to go to a place of going through something to kind of lead you into a place of having to rebuild. So for example, if from that example, I see why they gave me this example, because of this new example that they're giving me to kind of piggyback off of that one. And so for example, if your mom got sick because they've been working so much, or they have been so drained, or whatever the case is, but that mom got sick, if you're the child and you've been waking them up, not letting their body heal or refresh in the way that it needed to, because you felt like, well, they've been asleep long enough, all right, I'm good, like, I can go out here and wake them up and get my needs met. There's gonna be something to happen to make you have this realization of, oh shit, and it's going to kind of open you up. Because it's like, whatever that situation was, and I'm using the mom situation, where whatever, that situation influenced you to create a new stability in your life, where you didn't worry about, or your concern is not the physical that you provide, but it's the emotional too, or the mental stability, or the emotional and mental stability. It's like, I'm covered here, but here I need more strength. Whatever this is, I'm getting these examples, but it's like you're stepping into your emperor energy, where you are now creating so much stability. You're now learning how to kind of lead, even when you're sad, even when your needs are not necessarily always being met, or even when you're not attached. Because sometimes we are so sad or into our feelings where we're detached from, and I call it, when I'm detached, I always tell my children, like, I'm on airplane mode, or I tell my family I'm on airplane mode, where I'm just doing what I know I need to do, or what I'm supposed to do. But really what I'm telling them is, and they may, sometimes people may not understand that, but Being on airplane mode is like you just doing the bare minimum. You have a routine and you're just doing that routine. So for mothers, it's like feed my children, make sure they bathe, make sure that they taken care of, make sure food is in the house, make sure they're clean, make sure the bills paid. But anything outside of that, like you're actually spending time or actually doing things, like you're detached from there. And sometimes it's that deep sadness that isolates us and pushes us away from other people. But there's a energy of someone learning how to lead even when they are unattached. Someone realizing the choices that they've been making and reconsidering and knowing when to rest and when not to rest, like when to let something rest, or when is it a time where the communication needs to be where you need to rebuild this or word this a little different. Me and my son was actually talking and I saw him starting to get down, but he was trying to describe something, but his descriptive words, I'm like, what the hell? Like the connection to me, it was not clicking. It wasn't clicking. And when I said some descriptive words, he was like, yeah. But he was saying his words and he was saying the same thing, but in different ways. Like, for example, he was saying, I'll use the word cold. He was saying to be cold. But, or chilly. He was saying those words when he could have used something else. That's the only way I'm knowing how to explain this right now. But that's what I'm seeing. It's like, and I saw him getting sad. I saw the defeat in his face, where I'm like, I had to let him know after we had the conversation where sometimes we'll have people, when you're talking to people, sometimes the way that you explain something or the words that you use, it doesn't make sense to another person. So try to use a different word, or try to say it completely different and not use the same thing over and over again. But this is what I'm picking up on, an energy of just that, you having some type of situation, because I saw how quick that kind of tore him down. But then as quick as that tore him down, when I verbalized, like, no, everybody uses words, like, I didn't understand what you meant, but I kept asking questions. I kept trying to get you to kind of pull it out of you. Don't be defeated. As soon as I let him know that, like, I can relate to him, I felt the same way, then it kind of brought him back to whom he is. And so that's the energy I'm picking up on. It's something that's going to happen, and it may be just as minute as a miscommunication, or someone not saying something, or someone saying something, and the way that you took it or perceived it put you in this cycle of like sadness and loneliness and depression, or whatever it is, where you start soul searching. But this was necessary. The time was necessary, so something, or the situation was very necessary, so something can take place very quickly, where you're able to start bringing the happiness or the brightness in your life, or realizing when and where you were kind of cold and abrupt, when you were kind of detached, when you were demanding respect when you didn't earn respect, or not realizing when you were demanding respect and respect was already given to you. You were trying to force a situation when you didn't have to. There's a realization of somebody just being. Like, stability is just that, just being. You're not forcing anything. You're not forcing other people to see it. You're not forcing people to respect it. You are just being who you are. Not trying to tear someone down in the midst of you leading. You actually respecting the rest that's needed in other people, and reconsidering when they're rebuilding, and looking at it when they're rebuilding, and giving them the same grace that you need or needed. Whew. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm going to get some affirmations. I refuse to give up because I haven't tried all possibilities. That's what I was saying, that example I was giving about my son. It's like, say it a different way. Don't say the same word. Use a different one. Try to find a different word to describe whatever it is. Refuse to give up. Because I could have easily seen what I saw. I saw that we were having a miscommunication. Saw that he was getting sad and defeated. And I could have took that easily as him catching an attitude with me. And then me walking away and saying, you know what, fuck it. You got an attitude. Alright, you don't want to explain this? Okay, well, forget it. And then he would have been stuck in that sadness. But we sat there going back and forth until I'm like, I refuse to give up, because there's no reason why we're having a miscommunication right now. And then I saw it build him into exactly who he is already. Like, he's already a confident person. He's already a confident kid. Sometimes he has moments, like split moments, but he is a very confident, and he's not the type of person that kind of forces respect. He's very mild and meek, but he's very respected in who he is. Because he already knows who he is, and he stands in that. Don't give up. Don't allow small moments to destroy you. I am courageous, and I stand up for myself. Know it. Know that you're the king that you are. Be stable. Be the emperor. Anything else? A river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with love. Anger is usually derived from a deep sadness that we don't want to expose. Or a disappointment that we don't want to speak on. So let compassion wash away all of those things. Give yourself some grace. This is a time for you to give yourself grace. All right. I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, donations. Until next time, everybody, namaste and blessings to you and yours.